This is Dwight Robertson. I got to share with hundreds of youth preparing to go back to school. It was a cool youth convention. I've never done one of these before that was designed on purpose to launch students fired up back into their schools at the outset of the school year. Hundreds from North Carolina, particularly from the Greenville, North Carolina area where the host church is located. And the conference was called Real, and our focus was the real light, Jesus. And as I described and we covered Jesus on night one, there were scores and scores of teenagers who came forward to accept Jesus as the real light, the Savior in their life, and to follow His light and the light of His Word. So night two got to be an equipping night. In fact, I had high school students coming to me afterwards showing me pages of notes saying, this is the kind of equipping we've longed for. We know how to live this out. Thank you. We've got pages. They were lit. High school guys and girls. We had students of all ages. We had them as young as 11 and 12, and they were as fired up as these seniors in high school, and we even had some grad students. On night three, we explained on night three, I got to speak to them about real power, the power of God that's behind your life as you enter your mission field as a kingdom laborer. And that night, because this was being led by one of our Forge alumni who's been through Forge training with us, this guy who organized the details of the conference had set up stations around the auditorium for students one after another to approach a leader and for that leader to place just a cross on their forehead with anointing oil to say, I set you apart to be God's kingdom laborer. Every day, everywhere you are headed into the harvest field God has for you. The sincerity, the commitment, wow, the presence of God in the room. I stood for probably 35, 45 minutes afterward. Students lined up looking for additional Forge resources and growth opportunities and praying with different ones of them. I felt like a movement of more kingdom laborers had begun. I am so excited that you believe with us. Jesus selected many of those disciples that He selected were teenagers. I looked into their faces and said Jesus would choose you as His first round draft pick. Thank you for what you are enabling to happen, a movement of more kingdom laborers.